After 12 hours, there is also increased intestinal secretion causing further accumulation of the fluid. Accumulation of bacterial toxins, bile salts, prostaglandins, and mucosa-derived free radicals, VIP, all increase the luminal secretion of fluid in obstructed bowel. 3/4. Dilatation of bowel wall increases intraluminal pressure which exceeds the bowel wall venous pressure causing ischemia which causes further dilatation and ischemic injury. This leads into eventual blockage of arterial perfusion causing bowel wall necrosis, gangrene. 3/4. Fig. 23.2. Increased bacterial colony in the bowel. Normal flora is less than 106 colonies per milliliter in jejunum and 108 colonies per milliliter in the ileum. Due to altered luminal content and environment, right pointing arrow multiplication, right pointing arrow toxins, right pointing arrow further mucosal damage, right pointing arrow disrupted mucosal defense barrier, integrity, right pointing arrow translocation of bacteria across mucosa into submucosa and also absorption of bacterial and other toxins into the circulation, right pointing arrow bacteremia, tochemia, septicemia, SARS, MODS. Factors causing systemic problems in intestinal obstruction. XX dilatation of the bowel, XX decreased absorption across mucosa, XX increased secretion into the lumen, XX intramural inflammation and hypoxia, XX increased intraluminal pressure, XX venous congestion and increased venous pressure, XX disrupted mucosal barrier, right pointing arrow bacterial translocation. Changes at the site of the obstruction. Initially venous return is impaired, down pointing arrow. Congestion, edema of bowel wall occurs which turns purple, down pointing arrow. Later this jeopardizes the arterial supply. Loss of sheenness, blackish discoloration, loss of peristalsis, down pointing arrow. 911. Gangrene, down pointing arrow. Perforation occurs, down pointing arrow. Bacteria and toxins migrate into the peritoneum, down pointing arrow. Peritonitis. Note: causes for strangulations are external like hernia, by constriction ring of the sac, adhesions, bands, compression in the wall causing mechanical block and compromised blood supply like involvulus, intussusception, increased intraluminal pressure like closed loop obstruction, mesenteric ischemia. Morbidity. Poor outcome and mortality are more common in intraperitoneal strangulation than in strangulation of hernia as it is localized with less fluid loss. Outcome also depends on age of the patient, extent of the disease and time at which patient reaches for therapy. Massive third space fluid loss, dehydration, hypovolemia, hypotension, hypochloremia, hypokalemia, metabolic alkalosis, oliguria, azotemia, hemoconcentration. After fluid therapy hematocrit falls indicating the need for blood transfusion. Translocation of bacteria across edematous small bowel wall causes septicemia. Closed loop obstruction, 3/4. When there is obstruction in the large bowel, with ileocecal valve competence, 40%, pressure increases in the cecum. Down pointing arrow, stachoral ulcer in the cecum, down pointing arrow. Gangrene, down pointing arrow. Perforation, down pointing arrow. Peritonitis, fecal, 3/4. Perforation also can occur at the site of obstruction due to the malignant growth. Closed loop obstruction also can occur when bowel get obstructed at both proximal and distal parts of the loop of the bowel. It can occur in external or internal hernias, volvulus, etc. Necrosis and perforation are both common at obstructed site and over the convex summit of the bowel content. Bowel distal to the obstruction is inactive and collapsed. Changes in intestinal obstruction proximal to obstruction. XX distension of bowel, by gas due to swallowed air, 70%, from blood in the lumen, 20%, from bacterial action and digestion, 10%, mainly N2 and H2S. Due to fluid mainly of digestive juices which normally get absorbed, but in obstruction absorption ceases and accumulated fluid causes bowel distension, 1500 ml saliva, 2000 ml gastric juice, 1000 ml bile, 1500 ml pancreatic juice and 3000 ml from small intestine. Succus entericus, often edematous bowel wall further secretes more fluid into the lumen aggravating the distension. This fluid is toxic with high bacterial load. XX peristalsis initially increases, boborygmy, to overcome obstruction, but later fatigue develops and peristalsis ceases. Distal to the obstruction, bowel initially empties the content and become collapsed and contracted remaining silent. At the level obstruction depends on cause strangulation, perforation, peritonitis can occur. Systemic features, tauchemia, septicemia, renal failure, ARDS, SIRS, MODS can occur. Clinical features, abdominal pain, 3/4. Initially colicky and intermittent, later continuous and severe. Pain is the first symptom to develop, which is sudden and severe. Initial colicky pain suggests obstruction and eventual diffuse persistent pain suggests strangulation. Pain begins usually around umbilicus in small bowel obstruction. In small bowel obstruction, it is crampy, recurrent paroxysms occurring as short crescendo, decrescendo episodes of 30 seconds. 3/4. In large bowel obstruction, it is of longer episodes of minutes. In paralytic, adynamic ileus, pain is diffuse and mild. Vomiting, 3/4. In jejunal obstruction, it is early and persistent. 3/4. In ileal obstruction, it is recurrent occurring at an interval, initially bilious later feculent. In large bowel obstruction, vomiting is a late feature. Distension, 3/4. It is absent or minimal in case of jejunal obstruction 3/4. Obvious with visible intestinal peristalsis, VIP, and boborygmy sounds in case of ileal obstruction, stepladder peristalsis. 3/4. It is enormous in case of large bowel obstruction. Constipation, 3/4. It is absolute, i.e. neither feces nor flatus is passed. B exceptions: XX Richter's hernia obstruction, XX gallstone obstruction, XX mesenteric vascular occlusion, XX intestinal obstruction with a pelvic abscess. Dehydration, 3/4. Leads to oliguria, right pointing arrow, renal failure. Features of tauchemia and septicemia, 3/4. Tachycardia, tachypnea, fever, sunken eyes, cold periphery. Abdominal tenderness, 3/4. It is initially localized but later becomes diffuse, is a feature of intestinal obstruction. Rebound tenderness and guarding will not be present in simple obstructions, which are features of strangulation. Features of strangulation, 3/4. Continuous severe pain, shock, tenderness, rebound tenderness, Blumberg's sign. Guarding and rigidity, absence of bowel sounds. In case of strangulated hernia, a swelling which is tense, tender, rigid, irreducible, no expansile impulse on coughing and history of recent increase in size is seen. Temperature, 3/4. Fever signifies inflammation in the bowel wall, ischemia, perforation. 3/4. Hypothermia can occur when septicemia develops due to lack of pyrogenic response. It suggests poor prognosis. Fig. 23.7. Stepladder. Bowel sounds. They are increased, high-pitched metallic, rushes and groans, sounds followed by metallic tinkling sounds of dilated bowel. Eventually, once fatigue occurs or gangrene develops, bowel sounds are not heard, silent abdomen of peritonitis develops. In paralytic ileus, there are only continuous metallic sounds of dilated bowel. Per rectal examination, 3/4 shows empty, dilated rectum, often with tenderness. If rectal growth is the cause for obstruction, it may be palpable. B. Cardinal features of intestinal obstruction. Colicky, abdominal pain, vomiting, distension, constipation later. In high jejunal obstruction, no distension, scaphoid abdomen, severe bilious vomiting, no peristalsis, without constipation initially. In ileal obstruction, central moderate distension, bilious and feculent vomiting, intermittent crescendo colicky pain, stepladder peristalsis, constipation at a later period. In low colonic obstruction, variable colicky pain, right to left peristalsis, marked enormous distension, constipation to begin with, late feculent vomiting. Investigations. Plain X-ray abdomen. Initially supine abdominal X-ray is taken. Later, if needed, X-ray in erect posture is taken if perforation is suspected. 3/4. Multiple air fluid levels. 3/4. Proximal the obstruction right pointing arrow lesser the air fluid level. Distal the obstruction right pointing arrow more the air fluid level. Normally, 3 fluid levels can be seen in plain X-ray film, at fundus of stomach, at duodenum and often at cecum. 3/4. Jejunum shows concertina effect due to valvular connivence, herringbone pattern, by the valves of Kerckring. 3/4. 3/4. Ileum is smooth and characterless, by Wagenstein. Large bowel shows hostration. Pneumobilia, gas in biliary tree, may be due to gallstone ileus. Distended cecum is shown as round gas shadow in the right iliac fossa. Dilated cecum signifies large bowel obstruction. 3/4. Small bowel greater than 3 cm diameter, proximal large bowel greater than 9 cm, transverse colon greater than 5.5 cm, sigmoid colon greater than 5 cm are suggestive of intestinal dilatation. But this increased diameter need not suggest intestinal obstruction every time. B. Triad of small bowel obstruction in plain X-ray. 1. Dilated small bowel loops greater than 3 cm. 2. Multiple air fluid levels in erect X-ray. 3. Paucity of air in the colon. CT scan is very reliable investigation for intestinal obstruction. It has got 93% sensitivity, 94% accuracy and 100% specificity. In CT scan, small bowel loop greater than 2.5 cm suggests dilatation. It can show dilated loop, transition zone and collapsed part, which are definitive features of intestinal obstruction. It can also give idea of changes in the bowel wall, ischemia, strangulation, mesenteric edema and thickening. It also shows bowel wall gas, portal venous gas and mass lesion. Fig. 23.9. Plain barium, microbar solution, enema or gastrographin contrast enema X-ray is useful in intussusception. Barium meal is usually contraindicated in acute intestinal obstruction. However, dilute, microbar, barium meal, gastrographin meal follow-through X-ray may be done with caution in suspected subacute, partial intestinal obstruction under fluoroscopy, otherwise it may precipitate complete obstruction or may cause perforation and barium peritonitis, which is very dangerous. Hematocrit, blood urea and serum creatinine, arterial blood gas analysis, acidosis is common, LFT, platelet count, in severe sepsis, there will be altered LFT with thrombocytopenia. Serum electrolytes estimation, hypokalemia is common, total count is increased, but can be significantly low in severe stage of sepsis. Estimation of serum D-lactate, CPKBB isoenzyme, intestinal fatty acid binding proteins are different. Investigations may be useful to predict bowel ischemia, gangrene. US abdomen is useful to see dilated bowel and fluid in the peritoneal cavity. It is better than X-ray but not as good as CT scan. It has got 95% sensitivity, 80% specificity, 80% accuracy. Doppler US is useful in detecting strangulation. Basic electrical rhythm of small bowel will be changed in ischemia. It can be determined by non-invasive method using superconducting quantum interference device, SQUID. Fig. 23.10. Differential diagnosis: paralytic obstruction, pseudo-obstruction, ascites. Complications of intestinal obstruction: XX peritonitis, moribund status, XX hypovolemic and septic shock, XX renal failure, ARDS, XX intra-abdominal abscess formation. Treatment: 3/4. Nasogastric aspiration, to reduce toxic effects, to reduce bowel distension which indirectly improves pulmonary ventilation and to reduce possibility of aspiration pneumonia. Replacement of fluid and electrolytes. Antibiotics: ampicillin, gentamicin, metronidazole, cephalosporins. Blood transfusion, FFP or platelet transfusions are often needed in critical patient. ICU critical care, systemic management of complications like ARDS, DIC, SIRS are important. If there is hypotension, dopamine, dobutamine are also needed. CVP for fluid and monitoring, PCWP, pulmonary capillary wedge pressure, monitoring are often needed in hemodynamically unstable patient. Surgery: 3/4. Immediate laparotomy is done in the site, by finding the junction of dilated proximal and collapsed distal bowel, and cause of the obstruction is identified. The obstruction is relieved. B. To check for viability of bowel, look for XX peristalsis, positions, XX bleeding in mesentery and bowel wall, XX friability, friable, flabby muscle is seen in ischemia, XX color, black pink, dull and lustreless serosa is seen in ischemia. XX